Make sure everything is running properly. Okay, it says we're streaming. Okay, y'all, we should be streaming. I'm trying to figure out how to pull the comment box up. Okay, y'all know we got to do the intro. I wanted to get these comments up though first. But how everybody been doing today, man? Hopefully y'all day was smooth, man. We had a nice day outside of the market. Got to handle some business, take care of, a lot of things. We got another episode of Crypto Streets coming up, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be very exciting. Okay, we just gonna have to do it like this, man. I'm gonna have to check my comments from over here. But what's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights to the market with y'all, to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. So let's get into this. As y'all can see, the overall market right now is being beat up. It's down 3.2%. Now that may sound like a small number, which it technically is, but for the overall market to feel that can be a large number of that overall number. So $29,000 Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some of the key support levels on the way down if Bitcoin continues to move in the direction that it's moving. So we go to our trading view chart, pull up on a 4-hour time frame. We could actually even go we could go to the daily, since this will be a long-term thing that we're looking at. Okay, so here you can see the lowest point we seen Bitcoin touch here and find support at this $26,751 level. So that let us know we had a key level of support right there. So let's put a support line right there. Now what this line lets us do, it lets us see that we have support here, but it also lets us look back in the history of the chart to determine when was the last time that we were at that level, and also how did it play out once we hit that level. So we can go back and zoom in here around this time frame and see what happened once the price broke above this. So you see the price, it looked like it wanted to, it broke up right here. It popped up a little bit above this line, but then they pushed it down for this red candle. And then after that, it had that breakout off of this point. So if we look to the right, it looked like it wanted to retest right here, this support line, but it actually, you know, it held up and continued to move up, came back down, tested for a higher low, which because this is a higher low point than this point here, and pushed up a little bit, then came down to make a lower low from this point, but still overall a higher low than here. And then we also continue to get a higher low over here from this lowest point, and the price continued to move up. So this is a key support level right here, because we saw some resistance, and you got to remember, previous resistance levels become new support levels. So now we can go back to around where we actually are now and kind of just take a look at what's happening right now. So the price is trading in between. We found that lowest level of support there, but we can say for this, in the meantime right here, since around May 27th, the price has been trading between this 27, let's zoom in a little bit. So the price has been trading around this 28,000 level and about 32,300 level. So let's throw some resistance lines there, and also a support line at that, you know, May 27th low point. So we're basically trading in between this range. So what we're seeing is, you know, people buying here, you know, the smartest money were able to get in at this lowest point, and you see they're taking profit once the price pushes up here. So we can expect this price to continue to trade within this range until it violates either one of these. So it either has to break this resistance, and once it breaks outside of this, we can start looking for, you know, something else to play out. And once it breaks below this, then we can start looking for something to play out on the downside. Now, obviously our next support level from where we are at this 28 range is basically that 26.8 level. Actually, that's 26,750. Now, if we go back in the chart again, you see we got a little support right here where the price pushed up. Price broke out right here, pulled back to around that 25.96 range. We got some major resistance right over here in this point. Let's throw a resistance line right there, because we can easily make that out as a point of where the chart has some resistance. And once it broke through there, it went to this next level of support basically. So we see the 24,000 range. So if it breaks, yes, it could end up holding on to this one right here around this 25,876 level. It could end up holding right there. Some people would throw a support right there as well, but you know, I think if we see it break this line, we may be more likely to see it test this resistance area right here, because it's more it's just a little more evident that, you know, this is where we have some trouble at. And then if it continues to fall down, not once it does, but if it continues to, we can see we have a little support right here around 21,800, as well as our major resistance area is at that 19.9. So let's throw a support, a resistance / support right there. So now we can see some of these key levels on the way down. So take a look here to the right where we got this. So 27,945. So we're at 29.2. We're at 29,235. Next support, major key support levels around 27.9. The next one after that is around that 26,750 range. Then if it doesn't hold there, potentially around that 24,000 range. And then you see if we break that, then we could potentially come back to 19. Now, from my experience in the market, going around the block a few times, you normally, you know, see with a situation like this, the institutions, the big money, the smart money, whatever, they shake the chart back down to basically reset and get in at the points where, you know, they wish they would have been able to get in. And right here, that is where a lot of people will want to get in. People would spend, you know, millions and billions of dollars if Bitcoin went back to the 19,000 or, you know, that $20,000 level. I believe we already have a large amount of buy orders already set at that level, just in case the price does quickly wick down there. A lot of those orders will get filled by the smartest people. So, no, I definitely don't. Shout out to Jonathan, shout out to Blast, shout out to Harlan. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I don't expect Bitcoin to go to 60K tomorrow either. I think we won't see a bull market possibly return until next year. Like, maybe around the end of this year into next year. Now, it's not, financial advice. It's not guaranteed. But our Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, she just bought, a ton of, basically $1 million worth of call options that expire next year. So either she's looking to make a short term, quick buck if, we have a spike in the market, or she knows something that most people don't know, which due to her position, she could likely know information that the majority of the public doesn't know. And that's why, she knows that, it's a good idea to place those call options for next year. Now, if y'all don't know what that means, a call option is, basically an investment vehicle in the stock market that you could use to make faster returns in a shorter period of time. But it's basically bundling 100 shares into one contract, and it allows you to pick a certain strike price or a price in the future that you think the asset will be at. And basically, the closer that price moves toward the price you picked, the more money you can make, in short. And that's what she did. She bought a ton of those that expire next year. So she has to be right before next year, or else the money she paid, the $1 million worth of investment that she put into those contracts, will basically be worthless if the market doesn't move up by next year. So that's something y'all should keep in mind. Cyber said, I'm not gonna hodl during the next bull run. So that's something a lot of people are regretting right now. A lot of people I talk to, are saying that they wish they would have took profits during that time. That's why you have to determine which assets you want to take profit on, because a lot of people did. I always say, take at least probably try to secure your principal investment. That's the original amount that you invested. And then I like to say at least a cherry on top for, your hard work. And that way you can leave the rest and let it all ride. Now, a lot of people, do whatever they want to do, which is fine. But another option is to also just hold it and, have the faith in the project that in the future, things will be a lot better and the asset will continue to increase in value. Now, that's what a lot of people are doing with shibainu. But, a lot of people are salty right now because they feel like, I wish I would have just took some profit, let the price drop, and then I could have bought back in and had some profit as well. But, just don't let, the short term of what's happening with the market affect you emotionally. Because think of it like this: if the price was still stable at where we were before the markets just dropped, would you be feeling this way? Would you be, wishing you would have, taken profits? Maybe, maybe not. But, hindsight is 20/20. So if you believed in SHIB then, just don't stop believing in it now. We still, what some of y'all are experiencing when it seems like everything is dead, crypto is slowing down. This is a bear market. This is what happens on the opposite side of when we have a bull market. When everybody's excited, when money's flowing into the market, everybody's making money. This is just the other side of that. So you just have to, wait it out long enough until the market turns back around, back into the bull market. This is, the time to accumulate your favorite assets. Think about it like this: you get to get some of the best crypto for cheaper than people paid for the last year. So you're getting prices on it, a discount, more cheap than what anybody's been able to buy it for over the last year. So, keep that in mind. That's not a bad thing if you're looking at it like that. Now, if you're looking at it like, man, I bought in this long ago, and I've been holding it for over a year now. Now I'm down at this point, or not down, but some of my profits are gone. Then you should have thought about that when you were up. Then you should tell yourself, I'm a short-term investor. I'm not a long-term investor. So if you're a short-term investor, when you're up, you have to take profit. If it's for the short term, if you know that if it in the meantime the price drops and you're going to be salty about it, you're going to be upset, then you need to be taking profit. Now, let's take a look at. Let's see. Jonathan said, I say crypto will go up, but we must pass through this macro's issues. I've got over 4K at a 2K loss, but I DCA, so no fear. Go hard. Good job on that, Jonathan. So what he's saying is, he put in over 4,000, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and he's saying that he's down to 2,000 from it, so he's basically lost 2,000. But he didn't just dump all that money in there at one time. He's dollar costed into that position, so he's not panicking about it. He doesn't feel, like that, that panic, or like that emergency sense, like, oh, everything is about to mess up because, I'm down on some money. That's why I always tell y'all, never risk more than you're willing to lose. I don't just say that just to say that. That keeps you from getting emotional. That keeps you from feeling upset or, tripping when the price is down. So, Nitsuja, you could email me DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. I offer consulting services, so tap in with me if you're interested in that. Also, said I made 3K real quick with SHIB, then it vanished this year, but I'm still holding and believing in SHIB. Shout out to all y'all for pulling up on me, man. Shout out to VGJ. Shout out to Harlan. Shout out to Cyber Blast. Shout out to all y'all on the stream, man. Drop a like on the stream. Push those likes up for me, y'all. This is some valuable information. The reason why this information is so important because it takes the edge off, crypto can be addictive, to some people. Well, we all might be addicted to crypto, but for some people, they can have it in a sense of where it becomes a bad habit, where they start to lose money, they start to trip over themselves, they stress themselves out. I'm never, I might look at the chart one day, or not the chart, but the overall market one day and be like, like Bitcoin still getting pushed down, but I'm not tripping over it from a standpoint of like, oh my God, I'm losing money. Like, yeah, as Bitcoin drops in value, I own Bitcoin, I own Ethereum, I own BNB, I own all these, not all of them, but all the major ones that we basically talk about, I own those. So when the price drops on those, my value of those assets that I hold go down as well. But I'm not tripping over it because I understand this process. But the average, retail new investor into the market may take this time and be panicking, causing themselves stress. And that's why I'm trying to, produce this content just so y'all can relax. Because when I came in the game, I'm telling you, it was like right now they say it's the Wild Wild West. It was really the Wild Wild West, So, and I didn't have that much, such a basis of understanding that I do now, because it actually takes for you to be in the markets for, a couple years to fully see the different cycles that play out. So you can start to recognize certain things like, I remember this. I remember when this played out last time. It won't always be the same exact scenario, but certain situations or certain, just things inside of the time that we're going through, you'll recognize from a previous time period, like, oh, okay, I won't panic through this time because I remember when this happened. And you'll also feel more confident on how to play that situation because you experienced it before. You've been around the block. You've seen what happened last time. Last time when you thought it was all the end of the world and you seen prices dropping and crashing and you thought it couldn't get any worse, and it went lower and lower and lower and you thought it was all over with. But then next, we made all-time highs, 6 months, however long later, however long it took, for you to see that. But that's something that you gain through experience from having time in the market. Not only does your money gain, you don't only get a return on investment from your money by having time in the market. You get a return on your education. You get a return on your experience. You get a return on your confidence. You get a return on so many things that just by having skin in the game throughout this entire period that you develop, it makes you a much better person when this time period, passes. I'm telling you. So, don't panic, y'all. Trust me. Like, here's a look. Let's pay attention to this right here. Take a look at this over here on the side. So, notice this right here. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit more so y'all can see it. Okay, now it wants me to zoom in to the chart. But notice right here on the side, I think y'all can see it. It says 2013, you missed Bitcoin. 2014, Doge. 2015, ETH. 2017 Cardano, 2018 BNB, 2019 they got Link. I'm sure 2020 they put SHIB, But the point is, you know, there's always another one. There's always gonna be another next crypto. You know, you just get more knowledgeable about, you know, how to play the game as you go on. It's basically almost like, you know, you're developing experience, and or I'll just say like this, you're building muscle that, you know, basically can't be taken away from you once you gain it, you know. So don't just look at it from just a financial standpoint. Look at it from, you know, intellectual standpoint as well. You know, you're actually getting wiser, you're getting smarter, you're becoming more informed, you know, and now, you know, you can take your information that you learned after that time period and, you know, share it and help with other people. So, you know, it's really powerful. You know, think about it. You got kids, you got family members. Now you become a person because you took the time to, you know, take this information. So it's you become a go-to person. So it's not just all about the money that you receive right away on the front end or just the money you get on the back end. It's about, you know, the whole beauty of the space that we're in and what we're doing here. So, you know, hopefully y'all can start to see it like that, because, you know, even you'll look at it like this sometimes. Even if you lost, you know, 5,000, you know, whatever the case may be, that education that you gained throughout that period, you may feel that was well worth 5,000. You know, when I first started, I came in the game, I ended up, before I knew what I was doing, I lost over $20,000. I documented the entire, if you were in my Facebook group, Private Stock Market Game, I documented it, showed y'all my losses, my wins. I showed y'all we made all that money back, and of course, a ton of money more. After I learned what I was doing, though, from me taking those losses, I felt like that was well worth over $20,000 worth of education, because I was able to make, you know, I can't even think about the X in return from me taking it serious and just, you know, putting myself out there and gaining this knowledge. So that's what's important, y'all. But let's see. Shout out to all y'all that pulled up on the stream. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, like button for me, man. Run the likes up. We almost got 40 people in here with only 21 likes, man. Show some love. Drop a like on the stream if you rocking with me. Salute to everybody that just pulled up. Shout out to JustMe360. Drop a comment so I can shout y'all out. VGJ said it's that simple. You won't stress and just dollar cost average down. Exactly. Salute. Shout out to y'all. Exactly. Put in what you're willing to lose. And just by saying put in, a lot of people mistake when they hear the words put in what only invest what you're willing to lose. They take that like you're saying put money in the garbage. That's not what we're saying. You know, after you've done your due diligence, you've you know, felt that this is a solid project that you believe in. You got a, you know, you seen a community, you talk to the team, you know, you like what they're developing, you think it might be disruptive, like something to change the game. Then you invest what you're willing to lose. It's not saying every single crypto project you see invest what you're willing to lose. No, that would be foolish. We ain't trying to just lose money over here now. But something that, you know, you can put in that will not make you stress about the bills. Something that you won't be like, oh, I got to take this money out now so that way I can pay for this, you know, or I can do this, or in case of emergency happen, I have to go sell, you know, this. If you got to do what you got to do, then you got to do what you got to do. You know, don't take what I'm saying, you know, too far, but I'm just saying, you know, do a little due diligence and only put in what you're willing to lose. If that's coffee money, if that's, you know, enough money for lunch, only you willing to, you know, risk, you know, $25 or something like that, then do that. Don't overdo it. Don't put yourself in a tough position is what I'm basically trying to say. So Jonathan said it's a 7 to 10 year game for me. That's why I DCA and don't panic sell. So this is somebody who understands, you know, his timeline. He said it's a 7 to 10 year game for him. So it doesn't matter what happens right now. He's not upset that, you know, the market is down 3% today. This is actually an opportunity for him to, you know, get assets cheaper than where they will be in the future. So this is just a time period for him to be able to increase and load up on his position, because he knows that he's in this for the long term. So the people that have, are thinking like long-term investors, or, you know, they're not panicking over this. This is just a blink of an eye to the stock market. This is, or to the crypto markets. This is nothing. So, you know, of course it can be shaky. It can be rough. You know, I just seen somebody comment and say Big money shaking out the paper hands, most definitely shaking it like a tree in the middle of winter. They trying to get all the little leaves off. They want all the little people that's holding on, wishing for a 24-hour, 48-hour, 7-day, 2-week, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, blow up explosion in price. They're trying to shake all them out. They're going to cause so much exhaustion to where most people are going to just cut their losses or either cut their losses if they're down, or just basically, clip it at wherever they're at currently. But most people will see the price continue to be held down for so long and they just can't take it. And if you're feeling like that, that means you're one of the investors that are, more new into the game, because you haven't had that mindset shift yet of, how to play a bear market and how to feel during a bear market. This should not be weighing on you in an emotional way. It really shouldn't. Shout out to Micah. Shout out to War Bandit. Shout out to Raphael. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man. Drop a like on the stream for me, man, if y'all really rocking with me. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate y'all, man. Just here trying to, instill a little confidence back in, the people. I definitely don't believe we have anything to worry about. Let's go take a look at the rest of these assets. Now, remember, everything else is going to follow Bitcoin. So when we see Bitcoin tripping like this, we can expect the rest of the market to do the same thing. So what you do is go look at whichever assets that you're, if it's one of the top ones, and most likely it follows Bitcoin in some manner. Go look at, that asset and mark out or map out the key support and resistance levels like we just did. So that way you can understand what's happening and you can feel comfortable and more confident because you'll know what's about to happen before it happens. Just how we did the support levels on Bitcoin. We know key levels where the price will fall to and find support. So if we just see the price start dropping, we're not panicking like, oh my God, it's a free fall. We don't know when it's going to stop. The price is never, because we already did the support level. So we understand where money will flow back in. Does that mean it's going to hold that support level? No, it doesn't. But we at least know where we get the opportunity, to find support and maybe see a bounce off the chart. So now with knowing that, you can play that. So now let's see, we see the price keep running down. We like, oh, it's getting close to that support line. We could place a buy order right there at that support. Price wicks down there and it pulls back up. Now you automatically just made profit because your order got filled at a low point where you already knew it was about to go to. And now let's say it wicks up and it continues to move up a little bit. Now you get even more profit and you take profit right there. And, you just got to be wise about it and, learn, take notes of each of your trades, especially when you're starting off. If you're brand new, you should be, everything you buy, you should be writing it down or typing it. I actually have my 6-figure trading planner and journal, for those that need help keeping track of everything. So you can email me if you're interested in copying that. It's about $100, but if you want to stream right now and you type, you email me DecemberDeMarco and just put hashtag live stream, so I know you came from the live stream, I'll let you get the book half off, man, or the planner, so that way you can keep track of your trades. But it has everything that you need. Basically, you should be keeping track of, what you bought. What was the market looking like the day you bought it? What was your idea behind the trade? Why did you make the trade? What was your entry like? What was your exit target profit? When did you exit? When did you take profit? What did you actually receive versus what you expected? Why did things happen the way it happened? Were you correct? Were you wrong? What would have done differently? All these different types of things that you need to start off to be able to form a better, understanding of investing. And then once you have this filled out, you're doing it for weeks, months, you'll start to understand a little bit better where, you'll be able to, do it a lot easier. So, let's see. Salute. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. Shout out to your random vid. Shout out to iDesigns. Shout out to Servant Sound Production. Shout out to Davu, the Chosen One. Shout out to Sean Joseph. Shout out to Fidgety Beast. Salute. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all do that. Your random vid said, yo, December, do you think Vote is a sleeping giant? I definitely do. Vote Inu will not stop voting. I don't know if you can see this, but I got Vote Inu on the back of the chain. This is how much I believe in voinu, man. Shiba Inu and voinu. These ones, you know, of course, Shiba Inu, you know, that's our, you know, OG project for the channel. But voinu, this is definitely one of the ones, y'all. For real. Keep an eye on it. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now, don't go, you know, acting crazy, but don't say I didn't tell you, though. But, let's see. Eyes Designs. Or Easy Designs. Easy Designs said due diligence beats ignorance, bro, for sure, most definitely. Because if you just aping into, you know, don't get me wrong, that has to, if your strategy is to ape into something because you know that before the trade or before the, you know, you jump into it, then that's fine. But a lot of people ape into it with no strategy, no idea of a target profit. I'll see people ape into something. They'll get a 2-3, you know, X return. A lot of the projects that we call out inside my private Discord, you know, I'll see some people, we'll get a 2-3x on the project, and some people won't even take profit because that's not enough profit to them. You got to think about it. The stock market, you know, dreams for those types of returns in a short period of time. So if you can get a 2x on your money in one night or 2 nights or, you know, a week or whatever, you know, the case may be, you should be taking some profits. Don't think just because it's not 100x, you know, you shouldn't take some profits. Let that. So look, if it's going to do 100x, it's going to do 100x regardless. 100x can turn a little money into a lot of money regardless. So say whatever you invest, let's say you get a 2x, you know, it's nothing wrong with if you don't. Now, this depends on how much you believe in the project for the long term. If you believe in the project long term, then maybe that might sway this decision. But if this is a random project you just caught, you didn't, you know, you just was like, it looks good, I'm gonna jump in it. If you up 2x, take out your original investment, take a cherry off the top, let the rest ride. Because then if you let the rest ride, let's say you put in, just for instance, let's just say $100, right? You put in $100 to this project, you get a 2x overnight or in whatever short period of time. Now you take out your original investment. You had 200, you pull your $100 out and take a cherry off the top. Now that cherry can be whatever it is to you. Now let's just say you take another, you know, it could be 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Let's just say you take another 50% off. So now you're left with, you know, you got your original 100 back, you took 50% off as your cherry off the top, and you left that remaining 50% in there, which is that remaining $50. If you get 100x on that $50, that's still a lot of money from what you just did off of that play. You know, you don't need to leave your entire investment in there to just for it, you know, to make a lot of money if it does a whatever X you're looking for. That's what I'm trying to, you know, let y'all know, because it's better to be safe than sorry. No, but look, let me tell y'all this. This was one of this changed the game for me. I used to be like that. I'll be up, you know, $10,000 and wouldn't take profit. I learned this. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. I got messed up a few times on the charts not taking profits, but nobody ever got messed up by taking the profits. You might have missed out on some extra profits that you could have got, but that's not as bad as losing. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. That's what I want y'all to understand. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. So Service Sound Production said keep doing what you're doing, Marco, and you and us got this crypto game. Salute. Appreciate you, bro. Davu the Chosen said diamond hands. Sean said thanks for knowledge and teaching to prepare me for come when the market goes up. We appreciate you, brother. Hey, I appreciate y'all too, bro, for real. Fidgety B said, it's been a while since I've seen you, Marco, still strong with SHIBA. Of course, man. You ain't see the, come on, man. You ain't see the ice? What you mean? Am I still strong with? We stronger than ever. Come on, man. What type of question is that, bro? I told y'all, this was SHIBA is 5. My strategy for Shiba Inu is 5 to 10 years plus. I'm going to reevaluate. You know, of course, I'm not saying I won't take any profits along the way. I told y'all we were developing multiple bags along the way. I got my main Shiba Inu bag. That is a 5 to 10 year bag that I don't care what happens with that. It can go down to $1. And I would still just be looking at it. I would actually buy more if it did that. I'd be, you know, at that point, like, okay, come on now, SHIB. But I would buy more, because what you got to remember is, look, how many of y'all were in SHIB, or not even in it, but heard about, or even did your due diligence to see the people who became the first Shiba Inu millionaires. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, mic check, mic check. Let me know if y'all paying attention real quick. This is something very important to know. This might change, hearing this might change, how a lot of people feel going forward. I need y'all to let me know if the sound good. Y'all gotta hear this, man. Y'all gotta hear this. Let me know if the sound good. Cause I'm about to drop some fire on y'all, and really, who it's for, it'll be for. If it goes over your head, you might not catch what I mean, but this is something that can really help a few people out. Let me know how it's sounding. Y'all gotta let me know, man. Okay, we got a you good. Okay, check 1 2 3. Okay, now look, let me tell y'all this. The first Shiba Inu millionaires, right? They put, if you would have put $1,000 into Shiba Inu, your $1,000 would have went all the way down to $1 before you would have became a millionaire. Let me say that again one time. Let me say it again one time. If you had put $1,000 in when the first Shiba Inu millionaires put their 1,000 in, if you would have did it too, your $1,000 before they became millionaires, their $1,000 dropped all the way down to $1. Do you know how many people got shaken out during that time? But the ones that held, they put in $1,000 and it went all the way down to $1. The ones that held through that time period became multi-millionaires. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That is very important to know. Take that. Let me know what y'all think about that. We got to talk about this. Let me know would y'all would have been able to handle that? Would have been able to still hold on to that tree knowing that you invested $1,000 and you just watched your $1,000 go all the way down to one of these? You watched $1,000 turn to this. Would you would have still been able to hold? I mean, at this point, you might as well hold. It's only $1, but on the way down to $1. Once you would have seen that 1,000 turn to $900, then you would have seen it drop to $800. Then you would have seen it drop to $700. Then you would have seen it drop to $600. You would have started feeling a little funny, huh? Then you would have seen it drop to $500. Then you would have seen it drop to $400. You would have been like, okay, maybe I made the wrong decision. Then you would have seen it drop down to $300. Then you would have seen it drop down to $200. Then you would have seen it drop down to $100. How would you would have felt? Keep it 100 with me. Which one of those levels would you would have took that $1,000 and closed out your position? At 9, 8, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, or 100? The ones that would have sold before it went all the way down to $1, where would you would have sold at? Let me know. Because we got to talk about this. This is real. How can you expect to ever become a crypto millionaire, to catch one of these explosions if you don't even know the history behind them and how the other people that became millionaires, what they had to go through? You got to know what they had to go through so that way you can understand and not get tricked out of your position when your time is coming. Let me know if y'all feel me or not, man. I'm trying to really let y'all know. But, okay, Servant Sound said the next $10,000 token is Quant, bro. Check it out. Do your due diligence for real, for real. Okay, bro, I'm gonna check it out. Davuda Chosen said they need a double like button. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, man. TC said absolutely. Midnight Cryptos, appreciate you for pulling up. You and TC, man. Shout out to y'all. He says so much fire and gems. Angry Lion, appreciate you for pulling up. He said I got 15K invested in SHIB right now. Congratulations, bro. Good job on holding that. What's your plan? When did you put that 15K? Did you just get in SHIB? Did you buy 15K in this recent times while it was down? Did you have more than 15K in SHIB before and that's what you're left with right now? Let me know. How did that? Well, you left out a lot of information if you're sharing with us. But Easy Design said, bro, I'm a DCA until the sun shines again. Now that's a smart person right there. That's I assume a man. That's a smart man right there. He said, I'm a decent dollar cost average until the sun shines again. That means he's in this for the long term. And even if you're in it for the long term, you can still make short term moves. I got multiple Shiba Inu bags in case something crazy happens and we get an explosion and I see one of my bags go crazy. I don't have to touch my main Shiba Inu bag. I can take profit from the other ones, you know, and you never want to have all your eggs in one basket anyway, y'all. Keep that in mind. But Angry Lion said, I ain't scared, just angry, but I'm good. VJG said at 9,000. Did y'all just put in now, or is it down to 9,000 from where you were at? But Sean said, I will be holding and top off to not go under. Okay. Random Viz said there was a Reddit post. This dude pulled his money because of FUD, and when it hit its all time at 8K, he said if he would have waited, he would have had over $45 million, but instead he cashed out 10 grand. I got a similar story like that with Dogecoin. I missed out on over almost $250,000, almost $250,000 I would have made on Dogecoin had I would have only held it for 60 more days. All I had to do was hold it 60 more days and I would have made $250,000 extra profit on top of it. So, you know, that's why I recommend having multiple bags, you know, in case something like that happens, because I ended up taking, you know, a few thousand, which I thought was, you know, good. You know, I was like, you know, it did it semi blow up. I'm like, okay, just made a lot of money on Doge. That was pretty cool. I had no clue that it was about to go even further. So that's why, you know, you want to have multiple bags just in case something like that happens. But Servant Sound Production said dropping that low when it went from 1,000 all the way to at least 500. I mean, me personally would have just let it ride, because if I put 1,000, then I had it to lose. You heard? Okay, I feel you. But I know at some number you would have been like, oh, sheesh. Let's see. Davu the Chosen said, we all will be good. I'm down to 16 cents on one investment from $400, holding for about a year and a half. That's what's up. Is that it? Now, how is that project doing? Do you still believe in that project? Is the team still making developments? Is there still a strong community around that project? Let me know. Shout out to Steve Jones, said vote. Salute to the vote army, man. Shout out to everybody. Midnight Crypto says SHIBA minimum of 5 years. Let's get those billions. Easy Design said, bro, you need nerves of steel and patience in this game. Focus is important. Ignoring the FUD, discipline is key. Exactly. Angry Lion said, I've got 49K invested in Doge with the DCA at 10. Okay, so you just down just, you know, a little bit. But I definitely believe Doge is one of the ones that will, you know, turn around over the longer period of time, especially during the next bull run. As much as, you know, Elon wants to pump it and talk about it and do all these different things around it. I know a lot of people don't like Elon, but, you know, it's just the reality of it. He moves markets for sure. Salute to Midnight Crypto, man. He said, love your channel, man. Appreciate that, boss. Davu the Chosen said the community kind of left, but they are doing developments. They were one of the first and only to make a one-click NFT. Okay. But that community is very important, bro. You know, they can keep developing, but if the community lost faith, you know, that might be something you want to, you know, keep in mind. And not saying to sell it, because now you're down to 16 cents from 400. So, you know, you might as well hold it. But I'm just letting you know that is the community has to still stay there. And we could see something strange happen where, you know, all of a sudden the community comes back and, you know, the project picks up steam again. But, you know, I like to focus on projects where I can clearly see a strong community. So that way I know that I'm not basically going to get left out in the rain. Because if the community wants the project, like, not saying the community can control the price, but, you know, success, to some people it is only in price. But if you believe in the actual company, the project, it can be some of the developments that the project is making as well. Let's say, you know, the price can be down on a certain crypto project, but if it has a certain use case and, you know, a charitable aspect where, you know, it's donating to, you know, whatever cause and helping out and doing a lot of good, you know, yeah, the price is down, but at the same time, still a lot of, you know, good social responsibility is coming from it, you know, so you can still win in other areas depending on how your personal, you know, how you are as an investor. Some people don't care about, you know, that part when it comes to investing, But, you know, I like to see, you know, of course I'm in it for the money, but, you know, if we can do a little good, you know, at the same time, then I'm all for it. But, and, you know, sometimes the price may be down. The price might be held down, just like we're seeing right now. None of these coins, you know, you can't, you know, of course, Terra Luna, that's a whole nother story. But, you know, we can't blame, you know, the markets right now or some of these other coins for, you know, having all these red days, because the overall market is down. You know, the rest of the market receives or feels sympathy off of, you know, where the top players, Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum, a lot of these tokens are built off of Ethereum's, you know, the ERC20 code. So when it's built basically on the back of this crypto, if Ethereum's being beat up down 6.6% on the day, the rest of the coins basically built on top of it are going to feel it as well. That's called sympathy plays. So just keep that in mind. But Cyber said, will the Ethereum merge to proof of stake increase its price or tank it? Me personally, we could see a, you know, one of those short term, you know, I can't call it for the short term, you know, I could speculate all day, but in the long term, I believe Ethereum's price is going up. People are continuously building on Ethereum. Ethereum is the value basically behind a lot of these coins, you know, or tokens, excuse me. But, you know, without Ethereum, you know, a lot of these projects don't exist, and a lot of them are doing well and successful projects. So, you know, Ethereum ain't going nowhere. And only, you know, in time it will become more valuable and go up, is my belief. Sean Joseph said, after seeing the one guy who invested $8,000 and held for 465 days and came up with $5 billion, I am holding to the long haul to come up on. Exactly. It was a guy that put in $8,000. Now imagine, remember I told y'all, every dollar before he became a millionaire, every dollar he put in, every thousand he put in turned to $1. So he put in 8,000. His 8,000 ended up going down to $8, and he still held it through all the rough time, through everything, and ended up coming out on the other end once everything blew up again with $45 billion. That's 45 billion with a B. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Easy Design said, bro, Jamaica just launched their CBDC. Crypto is gonna blow up in the Caribbean, bro. I'm pushing shibainu. G just shared your live. Appreciate that, bro. Shout out to everybody out there in Ja. Angry Lion said, D man, are you invested in Doge? Yes, I am still invested in Doge. Davu the Chosen One said, yeah, the community is key to success. Shoot me a message about a coin we can make. I'm actually, I got my, if you check the links in my videos, we actually have our Discord dedicated to the projects that we will be, you know, working on and creating, you know, in our community. It's right now basically more focused on, you know, like short-term plays, ape type of plays. So if that interests you, definitely look for that link in the other videos. It's the first link to a Telegram, I believe. It might be Discord or Telegram, I'm not sure. It's the first link though in the video description. Make sure y'all watch out for the scammers that be in the comment section, man. They be doing their dance. They don't let up. But let's see. People need to understand ETH will be a deflationary coin once the merge happens. Raphael said, what do you think about XRP? XRP is one of the ones that, you know, I'm holding, you know, definitely wish the best for it over the long run, but you know, the SEC had it out for them. The SEC, you know, really, you know, made its duty to try to cripple XRP as best as possible, you know, and make things as hard as possible for them. And now, you know, they allow, you know, a lot of people in the space to basically be able to catch up with XRP. XRP was really one of the leaders, but, you know, with all that, you know, the court cases and everything, you know, a lot of other coins, you know, moved on it basically. So Swerve the Dip said people need to understand. Oh, okay, we read that. Read that. Servant said, I mean, if you held until your thousands turned to just dollars, you might as well just hold. Real talk, for real. I definitely agree. Swerve said he didn't know that. Skip that comment. Easy Design said, give those likes, guys. 49 viewers and only 28 likes. Let's go, guys. Tap those likes. Right now, I on my end, I can see 54 viewers with only 44 likes. So we got about 10 people that pulled up on us that ain't hit that like button right now. So if y'all could do that for me, I'd appreciate that. Hit that like button so that way, you know, YouTube know that y'all rocking with me. They send some more people to, you know, the stream. Easy Design said XRP will blow up. The bank coin's gonna do excellent in the future. I definitely believe XRP has the, you know, framework to, you know, be one of those coins that really blows up if it, you know, is adopted, you know, by the, you know, major banking institutions. Come on, y'all, run those likes up, man. Shout out to those few people that just pressed it. I appreciate y'all. We just got a couple up, man. If you just straggled in, you ain't hit it yet, hit that like button for me. Let's take a look at some of the top crypto news stories. So Axie Infinity crypto game promised NFT riches, gave ruin. So a lot of people right now are, you know, feeling it heavily from the NFT market because they either didn't take profits or they're short-term investors that, you know, made themselves think they wanted to hold it for a long term, but they only wanted to hold it for a long term as long as the price was up. Would you still want to hold it for a long term, you know, or time when the price is down? You know, you got to think about that. Salute to y'all on the stream, man. The like button is definitely free, man. The like button is 100% free. Even if you just pull it up for a second, just tap that button to show some love, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. But we got taking a look here at the Wellies NFTs from SHIB. Right now, total volume at 11.5. Remember earlier it was around 8.7 when we made that first video. The price is at 0.19. I believe earlier it was at like around 185 if I'm not mistaken. And it was around 700 owners earlier. Now it's up to 809. So just about 100 new wallets came in. 3,100 items. So 100 new people minted. We were just at 3,000 items. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. Say, hey, bro, love your content. Appreciate you, bro. Davu said, if you drop link to group. What you mean? What you mean, bro? Drop the link to the group. If you mean the private Discord or Telegram for, you know, our plays, you can just check the last video and it'll be like the first link in the description section. Blast said, hey bro, I always wanted to ask you about Forex. Do you dabble? No, I'm currently not trading Forex. I have traded Forex to, you know, some degree of success, but my lane was more of like, you know, you can try to do, you know, I did it more of just to prove that it was kind of more of like, you know, some of the same things apply and that you could still use technical analysis and the same thing. So, you know, I was able to, you know, see some success from that. But my lane is more, you know, over here with, you know, crypto and also stock options. So stock options are very similar to Forex. And for me, I prefer to do stock options. So that's my thing. That's why I got my course on stock options trading, teaching you how to trade calls, puts, and also some nice strategies in there as well. Okay, the Facebook group is called Private Stock Market Game. Just type in on Facebook, Private Stock Market game. All separate words. Private stock market game. And it'll pop right up. Just make sure you answer the question so that way you don't appear to be a bot. But let's see. Let's look at some of these top NFT collections like Bored Ape Yacht Club. So right now the floor price on Bored Ape Yacht Club is 89 ETH. I remember just not so long ago the floor price was like around 130 ETH. So right now it's down significantly from, let's see, May 1st, the average price was 159 ETH. So it's down almost 50% from its all-time highs. So we're not even just seeing, you know, this effect happen in crypto. The NFT market is feeling this as well, y'all. So that's what I'm trying to let y'all know. You know, you got to take a step back, look at the stock market, look at, you know, the NFT market, look at the crypto markets, you know, and notice that, you know, it's not just like the one token or the one crypto or which the few select coins that you're holding. It's a bigger issue. You know, we got this war with Russia and Ukraine coming off of, you know, this virus stuff, you know, coming off of, you know, the highest interest rates levels in a while, dealing with inflation, supply chain issues, you know, all types of things, you know, that's happening right now. And, you know, interest rates increasing, you know, that's another thing. Housing market being, you know, at the lowest demand that it has been, you know, in a while, you know, so a lot of money is, you know, running right now. A lot of money is people stacking, you know, dry powder. People want to hold on to, you know, their cash. People are letting some of these more speculative, more riskier assets go. They're waiting for things to kind of settle. Imagine like shaking like a snow globe or you know, sand in water. You know, they're waiting for that to settle. Once it settles, then and they can understand like, okay, things look a little more calm. That's when more people start to come back in. Now, some people's strategy here is to sell, let the price come all the way down that it will, and then buy back in and, you know, hope that they caught the bottom and then, you know, build up from there. So, you know, it's several different strategies. That's why it's important to determine your strategy by determining what type of investor you are, long term, short term, you know, what types of gains are you looking to see and what time periods, and mark down your trades, write your trades down, keep track of them. So that way you can, you know, gauge what you're doing. You can learn from it. You can track your progress and make more informed decisions based on the, you know, mistakes or, you know, successes that you had. So keep that in mind, man. Your random vid said, hopefully this ain't too personal, but did you find your success in crypto or did you get your start in something else? So I definitely got my start elsewhere. Now, the most money I've ever made was in crypto, but I started as an entrepreneur. So I went to school for marketing. So I started off as, you know, doing marketing, and that's my background. So that's why, you know, y'all notice every video I say Fortune 500 marketer, because I work for a Fortune 500 company doing marketing, you know, helping with a lot of things. And, you know, that was one of the best times, you know, I had, because it taught me a lot, you know, so it got me prepared, you know, for understanding the, you know, entrepreneurship business, as well as even the markets that, you know, we're in right now. So it all kind of, you know, just basically went together and leveled up over a period of time. But go back, all you got to do is go back and check my YouTube channel here. You know, I've been dropping this video when I was just doing landscaping. You know, I had a landscaping business that, you know, I ended up selling to one of my people back home, which the business was doing really good. You can see my first video on this channel, I believe, is me making, you know, $50,000 in 6 months doing landscaping, and that was years ago. So, you know, I already had a little, you know, a little success to a smaller level, but it was nowhere near like what, you know, it is now. So hopefully that, you know, can answer it without saying too much. But Easy Design said the hard part about Forex is when the banks trade against retailers. If you don't know what you're doing in Forex, you're gone. Most definitely. Wayne Mustafa said, how is Genius Coin going? I bought it in but unable to log in my MetaMask temporarily. So Genius Coin, the team basically, or not the entire team, but members from the team basically rugged the project. So I made an update video on that. The team was, what happened was the team started fighting between each other. So Cecilia, if you remember, the lady from the team and the other members, they basically went separate ways. And when they broke up basically and went separate ways, that kind of caused, the integrity of the project basically fell through. So, I made an update video letting everybody know. So yeah, they say that they're doing a comeback and they're, working on this and they're working on that. But, I give them a chance. You got to do right with that chance that, you get in the first place. Not saying people don't make mistakes, but, they didn't keep as good as communication with me as I wish they did. So when Cecilia broke up from the team and they separated, I wasn't informed of that right away. And I didn't like that because it's like, you got to let me know because I got my community, knowing about this project, so if you not letting me know things, I can't accurately give the correct information to, my community. So I got to take a step back. So they asked, would I be, willing to continue to, look into what they're doing? I'm like, man, I'm good. Y'all messed that one up. But that's what's up with Genius Coin. Pedro, shout out to Pedro for pulling up. He said, where do you think the bottom is for what? The bottom of the entire market? Bitcoin, I think the bottom, not saying it will hit that, but I think the bottom for it would be 20,000 or 19,000. I think that any lower than that would be absolutely crazy. I couldn't see it going lower than that price because I know too many people will buy it. I'll be buying it like crazy. So, says salute from Tijuana, Mexico. Just bought $500 on last night on SHIB's dip. I scooped it in at the 1002 level. Nice. So you should definitely be up some profit. Nice work on that one. Jesus. So, what are you? Are you a long-term investor, Jesus? Are you a short-term investor? What's your plan on that? How much profit are you looking to make from it? How long are you looking to hold it? You got to have all that, understood before you make your buy. So salute. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Also, Wayne said, damn shame, bro. Yeah, that's definitely a shame, man. Because especially if I'm, mentioning it, if I'm talking to it to my community, I take that serious. I got a zero tolerance policy when it comes to playing with my community. Like if you do something janky where I feel like you jeopardizing my community, you get cut off ASAP. I don't even play like that. But yeah, man, that was a shame that they didn't even update me on that. I'm like, that's a very big deal, and then this was a thing too. She had control over their Telegram. So the official Genius Coin Telegram now, and she was no longer a part of the team, but she had control of the Telegram. So, people are seeing things changed in the Telegram and I'm not knowing what's going on. Nobody informed me of anything. I'm like, oh nah, we ain't finna get down like this, y'all. So I stepped away from that. I let the community know. But for the record, I am still holding my Genius Coin. I haven't sold any Genius Coin because, I just didn't feel that it would be right for, me to basically which I didn't see it as dumping on anybody because I let everybody know. And I always tell y'all, do your own, whatever. I teach y'all how to look at support and resistance zones so y'all know when to take profit, when to, enter. That's what I teach that for. But because that was one of the projects that I talked about on the channel, and brought it to a lot of people, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna take my L. And I had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in Genius Coin that I'm just leaving. I just let it sit there for liquidity and let everybody pull it out, so that way at least whatever's left, people can take their money out of it. But yeah, I took a fat L on Genius Coin, just to be honest, and it's because they was janky. But Tony Blackwell said, I'm using and trading a trading bot on KuCoin to trade shibainu, but I have a few bags I'm holding. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Tony Blackwell. How's that bot on KuCoin working out for you, bro? Let me know. Jesus said, long term, I have been buying since June 2021. I have some staking on shibaswap. I definitely have learned most of what I know thanks to you. Okay, salute, man. Shout out to Jesus, man. My boy out there in Tijuana. I'm gonna have to hit you up, man. I come out there to Tijuana. Said, I really appreciate all you do. Hey, and I appreciate you for rocking with me, bro, for real. Y'all definitely keep me motivated to drop this content. If you just pulled up, man, make sure you hit that thumbs up like button. If you catch this stream later on, make sure you hit that thumbs up like button. But check this out, y'all. This is crazy. This is literally the biggest piece my jeweler has ever made. He has 3 locations here in Vegas. You can now use Shiba Inu and Volt Inu to purchase, watches, diamond pendants, custom pendants, Cartier watches, Audemars. You can now buy with SHIB and Volt Inu. But yeah, man, this was crazy. This was the biggest piece he's ever made. You can't really tell, but the head on the Shiba Inu is almost the size of like a basic pendant itself. It's fully iced out, VS diamonds with the baguettes, bust down all the way around the sides. And then, on the back, we got at DecemberDeMarco, and then Shiba Inu and Volt Inu. And investing is cool. So yeah, man, gotta represent, man. Y'all know I be kicking it with a few celebrity friends, and I gotta look right when I'm around them. I can't be telling them to check out certain projects, and it just don't add up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know, y'all know. But that's all we got for this video, man. Appreciate y'all for joining me on this stream. Let me know if y'all want to say anything before we get up out of here. Salute to Blast, said your honesty is very valuable to us as a community, especially in these times. Salute, man. Appreciate you, bro. Baby Fat say Tama Luna said, hey fam, what's up? What's up? Appreciate you for pulling up. Just Me 360 said congrats, right? Salute. Appreciate all y'all. We about to get up out of here, man. If you catch this stream later, y'all gotta start